We are now in the MG ZS EV, yes, and today we will do the Geilo test on it. So, I figured we should do the Geilo test today because it's snowing. You know, Geilo test is supposed to be worst case scenario. You have to go up a mountain. You have to go about 700 meters of elevation, and it's snowing. So this will simulate a typical scenario where some Norwegian or someone is going on a camp, going to the cabin. It's only 230 kilometers to Geilo. This car supposedly has 200, how much did we get? 267, I think it was, kilometers of VLTP range, but that doesn't apply when you go up the mountain on snowy weather. So, I'm not sure if you can make it all the way to Geilo. Right now the car says 218 kilometers on GOM, so you probably have to stop at what's the place called again? Hagafoss. That's about 200 kilometers. Was it? No, it's more. Yeah, I don't remember the exact details, but we just have to see. You know, I don't know yet. We have to just get a feel once we are closer whether we can make it or not. So I charged the car to 100%. This car has some issues with preheating. There is no scheduled preheating in this car. Unfortunately, I feel that the software on the MG is weaker than on similar cars that's in the same price. Let's say Zoe or Ioniq or e-Golf. Most other cars, but e-Golf is more expensive, but most other cars, they have some preheating schedule. This one doesn't have it. And the car needs to be locked in order to charge on AC. Yeah, so that's a bummer. But I managed to charge it 100% and preheat a little bit, so we are good. We are getting close to Gol, and we have to bail out at Gol. Yeah, the weather is nice though, but we have some headwind, not too strong headwind, but I guess that also counts. And of course, the road is wet. So right now we are about, let's say about 25 kilometers. Wait, is it 22? Yeah, okay, 22 kilometers away from Gol. We have 48 kilometers on GOM, and we have the first warning, the low battery warning. So I have no idea how many percent we have left, but yeah, when we have 10% left, it will start blinking this battery symbol here. So yeah, we have to bail out there, and then we will see how many percent we arrive with. We are now at Gol. Let me check now how many percent we have. So we plugged in. I had to lock the car, very important. I had to lock the car for the handshake. And as usual, it's impossible to read the screen in the daylight. Well, what's taking so long? Okay, there, 12%. Oh, okay, can you guys see it? 12% at arrival. All right. Now let's see what kind of speed we get. Maybe if I adjust this down a little bit. Oh shit, it's impossible to read it. Well, we're getting 30 kilowatts. What? Oh, we have another case of Colgate here. 30 kilowatt. In good conditions, of course, this car can take 85. So even at low state of charge, it only gets 30 kilowatts. So this indicates that the battery, my gut feeling says that the battery is at only 15 degrees Celsius. And it wants to be at preferably 30 degrees. So yes, we're missing 15 degrees roughly. All right, so I guess I need to top up, do some calculation, find out how much I need to safely go to Geilo. So, but by the way, this car is just so thirsty in winter. 205 watt-hour per kilometer, that's insanely high, man. In Thailand, at similar speed, I would average about 130 to 140. So over here, it uses 60 watt-hour per kilometer more. And you know, 60, quick math, if we drive at 70 kilometers per hour average, times 60, that's 4 kilowatt extra. The heater does not take 4 kilowatt. The heater probably takes about 2, worst case. I think 1 to 2 kilowatt. And that means just increased rolling resistance and whatever, and the headwind, whatever. So we just have to see on the return trip. This is why I measured both ways and all that stuff. So and also I guess we can wait 5 minutes and see, because you know it has, okay, well it's 32 kilowatt right now, so it has a battery heater in here, but whether it uses it or not when it's charging, that I don't know. Probably not. Oh, okay. We are now at Geilo, finally. So, when we left, okay, we arrived at the goal with 12%, we left with 52%. So, we added 40%. It's like we started with 140%, right? And we arrived here with 20. So, this car needs 120% to get here. Oh, all right. And the consumption was actually quite high. I don't know why the heck it's so thirsty, man. Because the car is not that heavy. It's fairly light. So, but look here. Okay, look. We have 2 more 150 kilowatt fast chargers. Man, Circle K for the win. They are not messing around. So that's pretty cool, man. There will be 3 150 kilowatt fast chargers and then 1 50 kilowatt with a CHAdeMO. All the other ones are CCS. Oh, okay. I see that we are trying to squeeze out CCS here. And then the CHAdeMO plug here is broken. Let me see. I'm going to show you. So if you look here, CHAdeMO kaput. Or, well, actually, maybe it's just working. Yeah. But let's check out inside. Yeah, we're only getting 35 kilowatts. So, Colgate for the win. Well, at least it's better than the Ioniq. What was it again? Was it an Ioniq that got only 25 kilowatts? So, we will see how long it takes to charge up this car. Actually, it shouldn't take too long. That's a good thing. This, the MG seems to be Colgating less. All right. So we're gonna hang out there for a while. And today we are not going to the Chinese restaurant because Well, there's always a danger of getting the coronavirus over there, so I will try to avoid Chinese people. Yes, but I brought this and cup noodle. Yes, again, you know, people who can afford an MG ZS EV, they don't have enough money to go to Chinese restaurants. They rather have cup noodle. Yes, so we have to simulate real world conditions here, not only driving conditions, but just in general conditions. And then I brought this, of course, as always. I want to preheat the water here, so I only need about 5 minutes on this one to boil it. Well, 95 degrees maybe. Yeah, so let's prepare then. Let's pop this one. Wow, we have been here 1.5 hours. Yeah, so I wanted to go to 100%, but I see that it takes a lot of time. I might bail out at 97, 98%, we'll see. But yeah, I just want to see if I can make it back to Oslo in a single charge. Well, that was quite good zoom, by the way. But, so right now we're getting about 4 kilowatts roughly. So, oh, what was the car saying? Let me check here. Okay, GOM says 226, right? And we have 226 kilometers back to Oslo. But we have to go downhill, so hopefully, I'm not sure. We'll try. See, we are at 781 meter elevation. We have to go down to 100. So we have a 700 meter drop advantage. So, yeah, let's just go for it. We are getting close to Sokna, and we are still 90 kilometers away from Oslo. So, and then GOM says that we have 82 kilometers left. So, right, that's a bummer. We need to stop at Sokna. Sokna is a good place to stop because we have 3 fast chargers over there. So, yes, we have to bail out again. I was hoping that we could go all the way back without charging, but ain't gonna happen. Okay, 38%. 39. Okay, so 38% when we arrived. Right, let's add 22% just to be sure. No, wait, 23. Yeah, then it'll be a nice round number. All right, I guess we just have to slack here for a bit. That's a bummer. You know what? That's weird. Well. Interesting. I don't have to lock the car when I fast charge. The handshake goes. Yeah. So it's only on AC. So this is weird because in Thailand, I believe you have to lock the car for the handshake on DC. So wonder if they changed something. But what a bummer. You know, this car seems to have more or less the same shape as a Kona e-Niro. It's, you know, similar size as e-Niro, but it's actually lighter than e-Niro. So I'm surprised how the heck it can be so thirsty. But you know, I knew this. It might come as a shock for you guys, like, oh wow, what the heck? Why is this car so thirsty? I already knew it in Thailand when I did the hypermiling test and the other test. Then I figured out that the MG ZS EV is about 20 watt-hour per kilometer more or less efficient than the Koreans. So, oh, you know what? We should check what kind of speed we're getting. Yeah, let's do that. Wow, really? Really? This is about 24 kilowatt. Shit. 24 kilowatt. Huh? At 38%, oh, about 40% now. That is niche good. This car, like every EV I've tested, Colgate's, I guess except for Tesla and e-tron, they don't have problem with slow charging speed in winter, but all the other cars I've tested, they charge slow in winter. It's just, it's almost like a disease. It's like coronavirus. All right, let's test the headlights. That's something that Norwegians, or I guess the Nordic people, want me to test. So this is a low beam, high beam. Ooh, I just cleaned them. They were full of schmutz. So it has just halogen lights, but I have to say it works. It works great, but I get the feeling that the E-Up had slightly better lights. How do I put this? Better spread, stronger maybe, just something. So let's see again. I gotta wait for these guys to pass. Okay, wax on, wax off. Okay, what? Street lights now. But yeah. So I guess short comment from me then. These halogen lights, they are, for example, better than the classic ionic headlights. Those are pretty crap. I'm gonna try again. Boom. Yeah, it's. I think they're good. In some like, not excellent, not outstanding. Just good. They're not bad. They're just in the middle there somewhere. Yeah. I don't have any ways to measure light. So. Yeah, is that a tractor? Okay, let me see. So if we wait a little bit, there will be a little bit dark place here soon, but I don't want to shine in the butt of those people. But okay, here we go. See here. Right, let's see. Okay, wait for those guys to pass. All right, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Wax on, yes. So yeah, okay, it's good. Just try to get an impression. You see, I wish the spread was a little bit better. It's quite strong right ahead, spot on ahead. But in curvy places like this, curvy roads, then you want to have slightly better spread so you can see more to the sides. But you know, the good thing about halogen light is that if you have some frozen rain or something, there will be some heat in the light, so it can melt ice. Well, that's the problem with LED lights nowadays, is that they are so efficient, so they don't produce any leftover heat. And I guess, I don't know about this, but these light bulbs should be cheaper to replace, right? Just buy some cheap ones from Biltema. I guess it depends how you can replace them. If you have to dig into to half of the car's yeah, I don't know, front. But okay, I think that'll be it. The headlight test, or should I test some more? Nah, I think you guys can just rewind and take a look. I'm back in Oslo now, and I look at the charging screen when we plugged in. We arrived with 15%. Okay, and we started with 120 if you count the extra top up. So it means that this car needs 105% to come back here. Wow, that is inefficient, man. So you can look at the stats now. I try to make a nice table and you can compare the other cars, but Zoe and Ioniq, they beat this one in winter range at least. I'm not sure about summer range, but you know, when I tested it in Thailand, that's a different story. It seems like the MG ZS EV is it takes a penalty in winter, most likely because it has it doesn't have heat pump. It just uses PDC heater, just like Ampere E. Most other cars, actually, most other EVs, they have heat pump, except for Tesla, but they are already pretty efficient from ground up. So yeah, what should I say? I know, like I mentioned earlier this video, I knew that the MG was not as efficient as most other EVs I've tested, but I actually had no idea it was this inefficient in winter. So what should I say? Maybe the Chinese people, they didn't bother optimizing it for winter performance or something. So should you get one of these? If you live in Nord-Norge, or if you live north of the polar circle, Arctic Circle, then I don't recommend it. But well, there's one of my followers. Yeah, okay, well, look at that. So we have one of my followers. He's watching the video. That's videoception, man. Yeah, but that is weird shit. Okay, but anyway, okay, let me continue. So, you know, winter performance wise, I feel like this is not the best car. But for some summer or spring, if you live in Italy, Spain, or whatever, then yeah. But if you live in Lapland or something, then I get the impression this is not the best winter car. Then actually Ioniq or Zoe is way better. And also the problem with preheating. So you know, you have to consider where you're gonna use this car. Yeah. But you'll find out also about charging speed. That will be covered in separate videos, and also the typical range test I do. And as for the ride, what about the seats and all that? Well, I'll also talk about this before. You know, this car is basically the same as the one in Thailand. So the suspension is a bit. The ride, I actually don't like the ride, how it rides over the bumps. It's like something like this. It has short wheelbase, and the suspension seems to not be too firm, but then it doesn't seem to chew all the humps like I prefer it. But yeah, how much can you ask for? Because this is a fairly low cost, cheap car, you know. Yeah, cheap Chinese, yes, I know you want to hear it from me. So we have to see. We're gonna do more tests about this car, yes. So I think I will just end it here, yes, because I can talk forever about the MG ZS EV. So that's it for now then. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.